LaMantia here. We're going to go live in a sec. Let me just lower this light. I'm getting a tan in this place. All right, so welcome all the guests, welcome all the folks that are on either Facebook or on the Zoom tonight. Happy New Year, right? 2019 is upon us, right? The whole year, we can't wait until the new year. So this is really exciting. Tonight is our Monday night kickoff. We have a lot of events tonight. Make sure you get on tonight's corporate call at 9 o'clock. And then tomorrow night we have trainings at noon. We'll be going live again tomorrow night at another interview style at 9 o'clock, and then an official slideshow. So we have a system in place. So, I want to welcome the guests, and I want to talk about why I'm here, why we're here, why so many people are so excited, and why it's kind of gloomy out there for a lot of people. I was looking for something else. I was involved in another business, and my friend John called me up about this business, about this product, this amazing product, right? This Somaderm gel. And he called me up. He's very excited about it. And he had me at hello. He's a good friend of mine. So I just want to say this. Let's not overthink anything, right? Your friend calls you and wants you to, try a product that they're selling or sharing with you. I'm saying yes. If a friend calls me and says, hey, I just opened the restaurant. Would you come by and try it out? What am I going to say? No, of course I'll try it out. I'll try it out. If I like it, I'll come back. If I don't, I may give it another try. But if I love it, I'll tell everybody. So I was looking to look better, feel better, and perform better. I got signed up, but I didn't use the product. I was kind of, giving John and Joe and Frank not a hard time, but I was breaking the chops about it. I was building another business with a 30-year-old company with 500 products and all these things. And I was just watching from the sidelines. And now I'm going to share with you what got my attention. And as we do this, and I have a special guest, make sure you watch this because it's going to be good. It may be entertaining as well. And what do we do anyway? What are we actually doing? I mean, you may be watching this live or the recording. The truth is that whatever we consume, we're all busy, all right? I have 4 kids. See these animals here? They're giving Jen a hard time right now about their homework. I have 4 kids. We're very, very busy. I know, I get it. I get it, because a lot of people say they don't have the time. So we have a system in place where people leverage this. They leverage a cell phone. Let me actually get on Facebook Live. They leverage a cell phone. They leverage what's happening in this technology world. Look, there are certain businesses and jobs out there that, technology is just wiping them out. They're getting wiped out by technology, and there's certain businesses that are growing because of technology. And I want to put myself on the right side of that, right? I'm not a techie, but the reality is, let me just get on here and check in. I'm getting some text messages. But anyway, let me just share with you why I'm here, all right, and what I saw. So, of course, I signed up with my friend. Of course I'm going to do that. I bought the product, and then I wanted to use the product. I was watching what was going on Facebook, and it really started to get my attention. So I'm going to share with you what got my attention, and then I'm going to have a special guest come on because there are some serious numbers happening right here, and it's all about this product. So the company's NewULife, and it's crazy too. It's amazing too because in 2019 people want the new life, right? And so ironically, that's the name of this company. For old is forever new. So a little about the company, and this again is what I found out. Alexei Goldstein is the president, CEO, and founder. A few things that got my attention was it was in pre-launch, and in fact, right now we're actually, I think, technically still in pre-launch, right? But in pre-launch December, about a year ago, about 13 months ago. Since has had record-breaking growth, but look, if you're an entrepreneur or just a business person or someone, everything is in-house here. All the R&D, the laboratory, the intellectual property is all in-house, all right? So that's something that got my attention as well as an entrepreneur, all right? These things, when I saw what it may do, all right, again, the whole fat loss, muscle mass, mood, energy, memory, improved sleep, this is a key right here. This, for me personally, I hadn't slept literally in years without melatonin, without Z-Quil, without a lot of these things. And, like 3 weeks into it, I felt like Jen put a chloroform rag over my face, unconscious, but really good sleep, really good, deep, deep sleep. And this is why you're getting the recovery time. The extreme libido and sexual performance. I'll give a little one of these for that, right? Healing and recovery. Look, I'm a retired New York City firefighter. I have a lot of joint pain. I had spinal fusion. I had busted up my elbow. But I was looking for the lean mass again, heighten libido. I don't know if there's any pun intended with the heightening. But all of these things, right? So I like the fact that it covers a broad base of all of these things. And that, to me, got my, again, I'm just sharing what got my attention. The only over-the-counter FDA, all right, that's bold, FDA-registered transdermal HGH in the world. Now, I didn't know anything really about HGH. I knew the people that take it apparently look pretty good. Hugh Jackman, Jennifer Lopez, and it's not that my wife wanted me to look more like Hugh Jackman, but she used to give like subtle hints like, I wish you looked more like Hugh Jackman. Things like that she would say, and it kind of got my attention. I had heard that it was sold retail in the San Francisco Bay Area with over a 90% retention rate. See, that to me means it's a product that people will get in their car, drive, pick up, and continuously buy. So it's not that this isn't a network marketing company that's looking for products. It was a product that was looking for a distribution model. And this is clearly the best. Social media marketing is the best, cheapest way, most efficient way for a company to get their product into the market, right? And so this was sold over the counter for 8 years, got my attention as well. Again, so it's not necessarily that it's a startup. The product itself, this market arm, the distribution arm is a startup, but the product itself is not. So got my attention. The testimonial groups on Facebook, I'm telling you, it just got my attention. And I was watching, and it's funny because I said, no, I don't want to do it. I don't want to, I said, no, but I was watching. I started really becoming a little obsessed, and I saw these things. Now, it wasn't necessarily the post and the testimonials. Yes, that got my attention, but what got my attention is look at how many comments. The market is speaking, folks. My opinion means nothing here. 3,200 comments. 200, 300 comments here, but look at this guy. It looks like him and his younger brother, right? And so this guy, obviously, I'm sure he worked out and ate right, but people, look, no one's pressuring these people to go on Facebook, take their shirt off and stuff, but people are really having results, apparently, right? That got my attention, right? So, a broad, look at this. This is another one, too. I mean, if you know anyone out there that wants to just look at the pictures, right? I was looking at pictures is what I was doing. I want to know, what are the doctors saying, right? Is it safe? How to apply it? What's in it? So I listened to the doctor's calls. In fact, I did most of this while I was watching my son play travel baseball. So again, we blended into our busy life. I'm busy too. What are the people saying? And you saw the comments. There's so many out there. People are having results from this product. We're just saying, get on the product, right? Don't overthink it. I like the fact that is it weight loss? The before and after pictures, but is it skincare? Is it fitness? Is it, people want to age gracefully, right? Is it a financial thing? People are stressed out right now. And I like that this product is so consumable. It covers a broad array of all of the above, right? So distribution, right? We have a competitive advantage with a broad demographic. All right, we're going to get into that in a couple when we have this interview. It's going to be fun, folks, all right? The first to market, FDA registered. I don't want to be part of a Me Too deal and try to compete. We have zero competition with a story that's never been told before. So you've heard of these things, right? This is major disruption. See, now look, I just have to point this out. Obviously, I love my annotator, but the world's biggest retailer, Alibaba, also Amazon, they do not own any goods. Airbnb, the world's largest provider of accommodation, does not own any real estate. You've heard of Uber, right? And, no one knows the backdrop behind Uber, but the reality is Uber was something that was going on for quite some time until it became a household name. We believe this will be going viral, okay? The world's biggest taxi firm does not own a single vehicle. Did you know that Facebook, the world's biggest media company, does not create any content? Yet, there's people on it right now, watching this right now from Facebook. So we all know this. Folks know it. This is why we're doing what we're doing tonight. We want to share with you what's happening. If you hear my voice that I'm excited about what's happening, I'm just flat out excited. Excited about the new year. Look at this. Well, the wellness industry, right? Everybody knows that, big pharma is the most corrupt, ridiculous narcotic sales. I was in narcotics in Brooklyn South years ago. NYPD, but the growth of the health and wellness. We want to age gracefully, right? Paul Zane Pilzer wrote multiple books. how to make a fortune in the next trillion-dollar industry, right? I mean, you know, it's there, the next trillion, right? You look what's going on in e-commerce, right? The holidays were just here. Has anyone purchased any goods or services online, mobilely, right? E-commerce is expected to grow to 17% of U.S. retail sales by 2022. Look, see here it says 2021. You know, here 2021. Okay, and the next one is 2022. We're not talking about what happened in the past. We're talking about where are you going, right? Where are you going this year now in your life, and what's happening with this? So I just want to tell you why I got started. Started using a gel, very simple, squirt in the morning, squirt in the afternoon, squirt at night, right? And that's what we're doing. So I have a special guest I want to bring on right now, my good friend and sponsor. Joe called me up, put the screws to me, says, hey, Cheech, what's the deal? When are you getting started? And I says, I'll buy your product. What do you got? What do you got? And that's when I got, you know, I had gotten started, but I wasn't using the product just yet. There he is, Joey O. I just want to introduce you properly, if I shall I? My friend Joe O, I know for some years now, and my kids have been to his home, and he's just a good man, good friend of mine. I know his wife Ann, all his children. My God, they get big so quickly, right? But if you don't know Joe, Joe's got a back. He's written a book, actually a couple books, and he's a published author. He's made 8 figures, originally from Wall Street, but made 8 figures in this network marketing pyramid business, right? We all said the same thing. Everyone says it. Is that a pyramid? We all do that. I said the same thing. You said it. We all say it, right? And but Joe's become a very good friend. He's a very generous man and good friend. So when he called me, listen, 2 things. When he called me as a friend, of course I'll listen. But also, when someone calls you that's made 8 figures and people around him do very, very, very well, he's created many millionaires, you listen. And this is why I think it's a good idea that you listen tonight. So welcome, Joseph. Happy New Year.
Thank you. Good to see you, man. Again.
Gorgeous as always.
Yeah. So what would you like?
Anything that you think the people should hear about, maybe about where the company's going. Why are you here? Like someone like you have, you know, you've had success. You know this business. You've gotten called by many networks to come. You know, 30-year-old companies, 20-year-old companies. Like, why not those deals? Why didn't you take the deal with someone's signing bonus? Why'd you get started with a startup like this? And where is this company going?
Okay, great. Well, I'm a born entrepreneur. I didn't know it at first. I spent my first 10 years on Wall Street. You know, went to college, majored in economics, went to Wall Street, worked at a big bank, worked at a bunch of big foreign banks. Didn't realize I was an entrepreneur. I wasn't taught how to be an entrepreneur. My dad was a cop. My mom was a legal secretary. And so basically, I just, you know, got a good job and all that. And then I said, you know, there's got to be a better way. Hey, hon, can you quiet the cat? Come get her. So anyway, the cat's got some issues today.
Ain't it always the way?
And she never says 2 words. But now she's yapping. Yeah, so I mean, I started my own company with payroll and benefits business, not because I wanted to be my own boss, or I just saw an opportunity that there was a niche market there, and we went after it, built it to a big deal, sold it about 5 years later, bought this nice house in Basking Ridge. Looking to do something else, started a payroll. I started a title company after that, and I didn't know anything about title insurance. I called Frank, said, Frank, check this out. I said, it looks like all you really got to do is, you know, bring them to lawyers and get them to like you and have them order for you versus that guy. And so we did that with Bart Oates and the New York Giants, and that became a huge success. And then in 2008, 2009, the economy came in and just kind of you know, punched us in the stomach. There was no mortgages. There was no closings. Obviously, everyone knows what happened, you know, 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And so that was basically it. I was like, okay, so now what do we do? We didn't know that it was going to last so long. So we were taking money out of our house, you know, literally had a line of credit, making payroll. I mean, $40,000, $50,000 a month in payroll. You know, and people like, it's funny because, I mean, that was entrepreneurial. We did that for 6-7 months, just taking money out of my house and paying Mary and Tony and Joni and all these people. And had nothing to do, but we were just waiting for next week where it got busy again. That's business. That's entrepreneurial stuff. You know, this, $200 to start a business. You know, how much is the auto ship? You know, should I get the $9.99? I mean, that's nickels and dimes. That's why, guys, if you really want to grow this business, go after business owners. You know, I mean, you talk about, you know, $5.59 or $9.99 sounds like a lot of money. I don't have that money right now. You know, I want to talk to somebody who like says $1,000. I just spent $1,000 on 2 tires on my truck for my landscaping business, or the transmission fell out of another truck. I have 5 trucks. I'm constantly spending $1,000 a month on some kind of repair. That's business. If you think that a couple $100 is a lot of money to start a business, then I always put the blame on us, Vinny. I said, listen, if you can't come up with $200 or $1,000 after what I just explained to you, then it's my fault. I didn't explain it right because or maybe you don't believe me, or there's people making their money back in 2 days, 2 weeks. We're talking about people out there making $1,000 a week, you know, $5,000 a week, and you're having trouble coming up with money. Well, then either you're not the right person for this business, or I didn't do a good job of explaining this, or maybe I spoke too fast. But you know what? Like you taught me this, Vinny. We're not selling. We're sorting. We're sorting through. We're looking for people that are looking. Sometimes, you know, you could be a great prospect. Don't fall in love with someone's potential. It could be the great. Oh my God! If this guy signed up, he'd be great.
Yeah.
I said that about you in January. If you signed up, you'd be great. But the timing wasn't right. It just wasn't right. We had to wait 6, 7 months.
Yeah.
You did put your hat in the ring, got your spot in the Congo line, but you know, timing is everything. And then you went after it, and then 90 days later, you were a diamond ambassador. But you can't fall in love with somebody's potential. And I tell people, like, if I get somebody enrolled or somebody on my team gets someone enrolled, and they're excited, like, oh my God, this HGH without a prescription. It's HGH without a prescription. Think about that. And HGH, there's tens of millions of people out there that are HGH curious. They kind of heard about it. Good things, bad things, causes cancer, whatever. You know, or it's good. Or I mean, that's how J-Lo looks so good. She's 49 years old. She looks like she's 29. They're all on HGH. Yeah. And so people are curious. They're going to do their homework. It's available now without a prescription. It's available now without a needle. It's available without refrigeration. It's only $140, $150 a month. It's not $1,500 a month. It's a tenth of the price. Is $140 a month a lot of money? I guess so. But when it's 90% cheaper than when everyone else is paying, it's not, and it's safer. So that's the opportunity. And if you don't see that opportunity, then that's fine. It's just, we're sorting. I'm moving on. I'm moving on to the next guy. And you got to wake up every morning. If you really want to be good at this business, you got to wake up in the morning and say, I got a tiger by the tail here. Yeah. I have something is going to go bananas. And you saw my post today on Facebook. Yeah. I said something like, listen, it's getting old. I'm not going to be bothering people anymore. You understand what's going on. You either signed up 6 months ago and I haven't heard from you, or you blew me off 10 times in a row. Do not be mad at me when I do this again, when I start making 7 figures a year again, or $400,000 a month again. And don't say I didn't try to get you involved this time. You know, it's really funny. People say, Joe, I should have listened to you 7, 8 years ago. I should have listened to you. Right. And I come to them and go, remember that conversation? Well, this is even better.
It is.
Yeah. But maybe next week we'll get together. So, you can bring them there, but you can't make them drink. You know how they say. So
when someone says next week, another thing for the folks that are watching right now, there is a reason why I signed up right away. There's a couple of reasons. One is, I was curious. I was definitely curious, got me interest. I wanted the product, even though I didn't use it right away. And the 2, I was buying it from a friend. So of course, but 3, Joey said something about getting in the conga line. And, once I decided to get started, there were some people that were in my organization that you had placed there, and they placed 2 friends, and they told 2 friends, and so on and so on and so on. That's just leverage. There's no leverage. I never had leverage in a job. I worked for the NYPD, no leverage. I worked for the fire department, no leverage. I was in a mortgage business, no leverage. I come here, tremendous leverage. And leverage is the only thing I've learned. Leverage and residual income is the only way to build wealth. So let me ask you this. Because, look, people, if they want to know more about the product, we have doctor's calls, we have the testimonial pages. We don't have to get into the product. We have a competitive advantage. You just can't get it anywhere else. I can't say, hey, Jen, you can't say, hey, Ann, on your way home, I ran out of gel. Can you pick it up? Can't get it. And the reason this company was looking for this distribution model is because it's the smartest way to get your product into the market. It's a story that needs to be told. And this is why if you put this on a shelf, it's going to collect dust. There's a story that needs to be told. We're telling that story now. So Joe, where's this company going? I know you made over $600,000 in the first year with with startups. A startup does that. I get excited about your startup too. That's where all the fortunes are made. I think for the next 36 months, people will be getting into this business very early. And so where do you see this going in 2019? Why network marketing as well?
Yeah, well, I mean, network marketing, it's like, what I love about it is no one's telling anyone to quit their job. No one's telling you to go back to school, and get a degree and then come back in 2 years with your MBA, or go to real estate school for 70 hours of classroom and spend $1,500 on licensing and schooling, and then go sell a house. I mean, this, like you said, I mean, you have there's no reason why you get the right product and team up with the right people where you can't make an extra 6 figures a year from your phone. I mean, if you're more than 30 something years old, you probably know thousands of people. In fact, even the kids know thousands of people in their 20s through Facebook and all that. And all we're doing is getting information out. We have something that nobody else has. It's not for everybody. It seems to only work for 9 out of 10 people. So when it doesn't work for you, it doesn't work for you. But most of the times when it doesn't work for someone, they weren't taking it consistently. They weren't taking it for 90 days straight, or they're hung over 5 days a week, or they're smoking 3 packs a day.
Right.
It's not for everyone. It's just not. But as far as just put on your business hat for a second, we have a lot of people in this business who don't take the product. They can't take the product. They're pregnant. They're breastfeeding. They're cancer. They're going through chemo. It doesn't matter. My son's only 23 years old. Technically, he's not a good candidate for the product. He's too young. But he had, both shoulders are rebuilt, and it's helping him with his shoulders. But it's just sales. If people want this, like if you're in the mortgage business, right? When people say to you, okay, sounds good, but I have to try it first. I can't sell anything I don't try. So let me try it for 2 or 3 months, and then I'll come back and start selling it. So they get a position, and then I got to try it. I'm like, okay, well, you just signed up without trying it yet. Why don't you hold that from the next guy for signing up without trying it yet, and signing up without trying it yet? And how do you know it works? So you could sell mortgages, and I would say probably half the people who sell mortgages don't even have a mortgage. Right, all those people in New York City and in Hoboken, I mean, a lot of my mortgage friends, they live in an apartment. They rent, and then they sell mortgages. How do you sell a mortgage? You don't even have a mortgage, right? Or how do you sell solar panels so you don't even have solar on your house? I mean, get over yourself. You get those young guys and girls, those pharmaceutical sales reps that walk into the doctor's office when you're in the waiting room, right? So he's some really good-looking 30-year-old guy or gal. And they're like, do you take that diabetic pill? Like, do you take that, that blood pressure pill? You're 30. So you're selling that pill and you don't even take it. So it doesn't matter. The market wants it. The market wants it. I'm no hero. I mean, it's safe. It's better for people long run than HGH. And it's a 30-day guarantee, money back guarantee. Just try it. I'm going to sell people what they want.
Yeah, I don't. No, we all signed up without trying it. You can't try. That's the only way to do it. It's like going to Target and trying a product before you buy it. It doesn't work that way. What I did was I enrolled. I got a bottle. Then I did my research. People want to do all of a sudden they want to put on a lab coat, Bunsen burner, and do research. It's done for us. That's what I love about this. How'd you get? Because now you got to 5 figures a week. One of the things that got my attention big time was not, John, when I spoke to John, he was making $7,000 a week at the time. Now he's doing more than $80,000 a month, which is just tremendous. And you're at 5 figures a week. What really got my attention was the abundance of people that are making $200-300 a week, $500 a week, $800 a week, $1,200, $2,000 a week. So many. I mean, the company already has, close to 500, coach and life coaches and over 100 ambassadors, which is 6-figure and above. And there are people who have earned 7 figures already. It's only because of the market demand. But now, what did you do? Like, because this is a mobile-based business. We are having interviews here, but for the most part, we're not selling. We're just sharing information. You can't sell them all. I guess you can go in a mom and pop shop. I don't know.
The truth is, I got involved. We didn't have any proof that we were going to get paid. I mean, you know, again, startup. This is like January 1st of 2017. It's like a year and a week ago. Nobody was in the business. No one's getting paid. We couldn't say this guy's making $5,000 a week. There's this guy in Massachusetts. He's making $40,000 a week. We had nothing. All we had was the comp plan. I'm pretty good at math. I could figure that out. Okay, fine. This stuff is new, brand new to the market, but not new.
Right.
That was the unique thing. HGH is new, but it's not new. It's been around for 30 years. This product's been around for years. At the time, it was registered with the FDA for 7 years. Now, it's 8 years. And what I liked about it, it had this cult following in Northern California for 7 years. And I'm like, this stuff, it's not new. No one's going to grow a third eye. It's already been proven to work. We just got to get the word out. And I like that challenge. I like getting the word out. This new movie, Bird Box, right? Something like 50 million people watched it on Netflix in the last 2 weeks. 50 million people. Are you familiar with it, Vinny?
I've heard of it, and I've been told don't get lured into it, you know. But I've heard of it.
I mean, it's only a movie, so it's not like a series.
Right.
But I mean, they're blindfolded through the whole movie. It's like, don't take the blindfold off, or you're gonna turn into a zombie, or you're gonna kill yourself.
Right.
There was people at the Chicago Bears game yesterday blindfolded, like in honor of this movie that just came out 2 weeks ago. Wow. 50 million people on Netflix, and no one got paid for that. I'm telling 10 more people now that this movie, it's okay. It's a lot like Walking Dead. It's the same idea. Yeah. But look how it just went viral, right? That's what happens. That tipping point that Malcolm Gladwell talks.
Yes.
You want to get in front of that tipping point, and you want to build a team that builds a team that builds a team. Now, how many people on your team, Vinny?
3,500.
3,500. Okay. We showed this to you, and now I'm blessed to have 3,500, probably 3,300 of which I don't know.
Right.
I just haven't met them yet.
I don't know them either.
You know, and they're all buying a bottle a month. Maybe even if only 70% of them are actually still buying a bottle a month. Maybe if only 10% of them, that's only 350 people that are banging the phones every day and sending texts. So you asked me the question, how did I get started? So what I did is basically I got a real fast, quick text, and I just texted all my people, the A players, the B players, the old guys, the guys who blew me off, the guys who got involved. I just said, listen, you got 3 minutes? Check this out. You got 3 minutes? Check this out. And that's coming from me. So there's a good 30 or 40 people that will check it out, regardless, like you, right?
Yeah.
Then you got people I haven't talked to in a while. And then you start going to your B list, your C list. I mean, I got guys, gals from town I know. I coached their son when they were 12, and now they're 20. You know, and so we're still friendly. I still see them at ShopRite. They're in my contact list, and you don't just say, check this out.
Right.
You say, hey, Mary, are you still working from home? I went back to work, or how's it going? You got to rekindle. You got all these different things. I mean, this is common sense to me. And you just start talking about it and say, listen, and then you have three different people. You got people that are up here for you, right? You got people that are maybe older and wiser and more successful.
Yep.
And you just say, Mr. So-and-so, I always respect you. You have 7 restaurants. You're retired at age 52. God bless you. I'm not really sure what you do. I know you had some kind of insurance background or something. But I stumbled upon a new business. Everything's going good in my full-time job and all that, but I stumbled upon this HGH gel. I don't know if you're familiar with HGH, but it's the luxury product of the rich and famous. And now it's available over the counter, registered with the FDA. People are making crazy money with it already. And I want to show it to you. I want to get your opinion. Am I nuts, or is this something special? I find myself wanting to spend more and more time on this. I find myself wanting to not go to my kids' soccer game and blow off this and blow off that, because I feel like I can really do some damage with this. I see people making $5,000 a week that are no better than me. So I'd like to get your opinion. Now this, whoever it is, could be guys if he got what he is, again, you're not asking them to join. You're not asking them to buy. You might even say, this is probably not for you. I just want your opinion. And it's hard to say no when you ask it like that. Yeah. So you got those people. Then you got your peers. You got, hey, knucklehead, I got something for us. We're going to get rich, whatever. We're finally in an early, get those guys.
Right.
And then you you got your cold market. You got to be polite and open it up and say, like, so what do you do for a living? Well, I own a title insurance agency in Morristown, New Jersey. But what I'm really passionate about is this new product that came out that I feel so lucky I got tapped on the shoulder that I can get a little piece of. It's kind of like getting in on Uber 5 years ago, or kind of getting in on, or whatever, you know, and that's it. And then you shut up and you say, listen, all I know is the more videos I show to people, the more money I make. And that's it. And you try to let them know, because what are they thinking when you're talking to them? They're thinking, sounds good, I'm busy. Sounds good, I'm too busy. Sounds good. Never say, oh, you do it in your spare time, because everyone says, I don't have any spare time. But when you see what's going on, $1,000 a week, that's 50 grand a year. That's a college bill, or that's your credit card debt, or you could pick up $1,000 a week without having to invent this, without having to ship it, without having to get a credit card facility. All you're doing is directing traffic to a website. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
How could you not look at this seriously?
Yeah, and it's just it's so unique. I think you've said it before. It's too good to fail. It's just, some things are too big to fail. It's too good to fail. The people are really, really in love with this product, and I'm one of them. So, all right. So, Joe, listen, I appreciate you getting on. I want to give people their night. I know we have a 9 o'clock call tonight. We're completely and unequivocally system driven. System being an acronym: save yourself stress, time, energy, and money. Right. And the thing I love about a system is people will watch this replay. People will listen to the recorded calls. We have a system for all we're really doing is sharing a system with people. And that's what's making this go viral. You know, like you said with this, what is it, Bird Cage, or the Bird movie there?
Bird Box.
Bird Box. I've heard it.
Don't watch it. It's not worth it. It's silly. But
I know.
Go ahead.
I know.
I'm sure you will, though.
But we got to choose wisely. And listen, I chose wisely. I was doing another business, and you know this. I said, well, listen, and I know there's numbers you'll hear here, and listen, this takes work. If anyone's looking for entitlement mentality, this is not for you, at all. This is work. This is fun. But I saw something where for me to get to $20,000 a month, I can do the same work and get to $20,000 a week here. And that's a big, big difference. And that's serious. So what are you going to do with your 2019? What are you going to do? People have assets. They have, liabilities, and they have expenses, and they're stressed out. So, Joe, I appreciate you getting on. Any last words you want to give to the folks, and then we'll get rolling?
No, just take it very, very seriously, because January 7th, 2019 will never be the same again. 6 months later, this will not be the same opportunity. And you just want people, you want to spread your DNA, and you want people in your network.
Oh, exactly. We have Northern California on. We have people all. That's what I love too, is technology, is the fact that this is recorded. We'll have this out there. We'll share this out there. But we have people from all over on. We have people on their mobile devices. We have people watching the recording. And this is the 21st century we live in, so we may as well take advantage of it. So, Joe O, thank you for tuning in, brother. Appreciate it.
Take care, bud.
God bless everyone. If anyone invited you to see this, make sure you get to them. And if you're wondering about the 3-minute video, it is getonthegel.com. Watch the 3-minute video, read the PDF, get on the gel, and then do your research after. Do what we did. Get on. You're just going to want to get yourself on this product. All right. Team Gang friends, the LaMantia signing out. See you at the top. Let's go do it.